Let's be honest, shopping for a proper budget watch can feel like digging through a haystack hoping to find a glint of value. There are endless options out there, but the real challenge isn't finding something cheap, it's finding something worthwhile. Something that ticks a few real boxes, decent specs, respectable build, wearable style, and still comes in under the cost of a takeaway. And maybe, just maybe, that's what this Lage quartz piece is. It's not trying to be a status symbol. It's trying to prove that for around $12, you can still get something stainless steel, surprisingly, put together, and honestly, kinda charming. The affiliate link to the listing I picked up the watch from is below in the description of the video. Make sure to check it out if you're after a sharp price. And now, let's dive into the details. The case here measures 39.2 millimeters in diameter, with a lug-to-lug of 46.8 millimeters and a thickness of just 10.3 millimeters. It's the sweet spot, comfortable, versatile, and wrist-friendly, especially with a modest 100-gram weight before sizing. The 20-millimeter lug width tapers to 18 millimeters at the clasp, keeping things clean on the wrist. Looking at the profile, there's actually some design finesse. The flanks are convex and polished, hinting faintly at Datejust inspiration, while smooth bevels flow toward polished lug hoods. The fixed bezel is polished and narrow, sloping inward toward a flush mineral crystal. Nothing extravagant, but no jarring overhang either. Now here's where things get interesting. The end links integrate surprisingly well with the case. On a watch this cheap, that's unheard of. The 3-link bracelet itself alternates brushed center links with polished outers, mirroring the case's styling. No, the tolerances aren't tight. The articulation isn't buttery. But remember, we're in the sub $15 range. The clasp, it's a basic pressed unit. But funny enough, this exact same clasp has shown up on watches costing 5 or 6 times as much. It works, it locks, and for the price, I'm not complaining. Where this piece really shines though is the dial. It's a graphite gray with a bold sunburst effect, framed by a sloping rehaut that features a clean white matte track. The orange indices, applied, not printed, add a bright pop of color, edged in gunmetal chrome for just a bit of depth. Baton markers at the quarters, circular indices for the rest. Nicely balanced. The hands are styled in bold arrow shapes. They're lume-filled, though the lume itself is modest. Bright at first, but short-lived. A red seconds hand with a triangular tip adds a nice break in color and keeps things visually engaging. There's a date window at 3 o'clock. It's small, unobtrusive, and neatly integrated. Again, nothing extravagant, but everything feels surprisingly considered. Under the hood, we've got a Japanese quartz movement, likely from Miyota, offering 2 years of battery life. It's basic, but reliable. No sweep here, just solid quartz accuracy. The case back confirms what you're getting. 50 meters of water resistance and yes, full stainless steel construction. Now the listing claims this watch is all stainless steel. And while the bracelet does seem to hold up to that claim, the case tells a slightly different story. In the hand, it just doesn't quite have the weight or texture you'd expect from solid steel, so it's likely an alloy. Not a deal breaker at this price, but something to keep in mind. And while it may not feel like a luxury piece in the hand, it absolutely holds its own on the wrist. This isn't a watch to impress snobs. It's a watch to wear, to enjoy, and to appreciate for what it is. A reminder that good design, honest materials, and wearable charm don't have to cost a fortune. At just $12, this little Lage has no business looking this sharp, fitting this well, or delivering this much charm. But it does. And if you're just getting into watches, or you just want something fun to throw on without thinking twice, this might be your budget hero. Check the description for the listing I picked it up from. And as always, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.